discretion is advised. You have been warned.
In this real-life catastrophe, I'd rather live in an RPG. In this real-life catastrophe, I'd rather live in an RPG. Creating who I want and how I want to be. There'd be no rent or power bills, I'd just go out and hone my skills. Defeating enemies for gold and XP.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Gouda Time!
It's a Gouda time.
It's a Gouda Time!
What episode are we on?
We are... episode 21!
We're old enough to drink! To celebrate this occasion, cheers, because we're 21 and can party until the night is over.
Totally.
Or not. Cheers.
Cheers!
I like gum in my mouth.
And these fantastic shot glasses are for sale here.
Zombie
At
virus.
Cheeseboard Comics.
Without gum.
Hopefully without.
Or with gum, if you're into that. Okay, so what's your pick of the week this week?
This week I picked Thor. Thor number 5.
Yeah.
I am really digging the new girl Thor.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the mystery. Because they haven't told you who it is yet. And they keep hinting at different things, and they're trolling everybody because nobody they hint to is turned out to be it. So now it's kind of like the story's almost split. Like half of it's girl Thor and half of it's guy Thor trying to figure out who girl Thor is.
It's like a mystery.
Totally.
That's
totally.
awesome.
I'm really digging that they've kept the secret.
Oh, I'm glad. And it's already like, what, you said number 5, right?
Yeah.
So it's already number 5 and they still haven't spilled the beans? That's pretty cool. I know that's keeping you interested in reading it.
Definitely.
So, okay, so my pick of the week this week is something called The Empty. It is an Image number 1. Who would have known? And it is about this like barren wasteland, like post-apocalyptic thing. Maybe not post-apocalyptic. It's barren wastelandy thing, and there are these roots that stretch across the world, and they spew out poison onto the land. So like the animals get killed by it, or like get infected by it, and the humans get infected by it, and whatever. But they think that they're the only humans around, or the only humanoid people, and then like this really weird looking like humanoid thing like washes up on shore, and they like take care of it, and it's one of them has like really big eyes and really long neck, and the other ones have really really long arms. Like the art is really weird and like kind of kooky, but I'm really enjoying it so far, and I think that I'll keep picking it up. So The Empty number 1, I would suggest that.
Very cool.
Okay, so what else has happened this week that is exciting? Because I know a couple of exciting things have happened, so I'll let you go first.
So the biggest news, I think, in my opinion, is...
Biggest comic news. Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
I think he's back.
Spider-Man and Sony and Marvel came up with an agreement.
That's
and
awesome.
It looks like Spider-Man's going to make himself some appearances in some of the future Marvel movies.
Right, he's a big character in Civil War, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a huge storyline. So, I don't know. I'm really excited to see Spidey in all of the movies. So I think that'll be good. I know it was causing a big uproar for quite a while with all of the fans.
And with the 3 studios, Fox is still not playing ball, but we'll see how that ends up going.
Yeah,
maybe the Sony crossover is gonna be enough
soften up a little bit,
spur them into sharing some characters.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. It's for the good of the fans, like
totally.
Even if they take a cut, they're still gonna take the cut's gonna be fairly large, like they're gonna still make a lot of money on it.
Exactly.
Even not doing anything, just owning the rights to the character, or whatever.
Right.
Anyway, so that's the big comic news for the week. There was some big Magic news too. The new set for Magic, the title was released and what's happening with it. So usually in Magic there's core sets every year. Yeah. The last one was M15. And then we all assumed that the new one was just going to be M16. Like we said in the earlier podcast, Magic is changing their the way that they're setting up their system, and so Magic 16 was going to be the last core set, except it's not called 16. It's called Magic Origins, and so this is going to be the last like core set. But it is also a storyline set where usually the core sets are not, but it's going to explain backstory for 5 planeswalkers.
Oh, okay.
1 for each color. So it's going to be Liliana, Garruk, Chandra, Gideon, and Jace. Those are going to be the 5 that they're going to go over. And they already actually released a picture of young Liliana, which is really awesome with Stormcrow. At least everyone's saying that it's Stormcrow, so
right.
It's probably not even Stormcrow. It's probably just some crows in the background. But for some reason, Reddit really, really, really likes Stormcrow. Like, I don't know. So yeah. So that's gonna be really exciting. That we get to hear some more origin story to some of our favorite planeswalkers. So it'll be fun.
That's always good.
Yeah. I really like backstory on like characters and stuff, especially these ones that have been around for a long time. Like, it's a little weird that they didn't do like the original 5 Lorwyn planeswalkers. So instead of like Gideon, then they would do a Johnny. I think that was the original one. Original white planeswalker was a Johnny, or was it Gideon? I don't know. I wasn't around during that set, so
I'm not sure.
I have to go off of my learning memory. But instead of Nisa, they did Garruk. But I don't know. I guess Garruk is already a more in-depth character than Nisa is. So
right.
He's more popular. He has more renditions of him. But anyway, now a word from our sponsors.
Hey Alex, so let's make a kiss. For Asgard! You shall fall beneath my blade, wench! Okay, so we definitely didn't see you there. Come on down to Cheeseboard Comics. We have pop figures and shame.
I think you do that every question.
That's my thinking pose.
Oh.
I didn't.
I thought your thinking poses.
It's hard thinking.
Oh.
This is fun thinking.
Oh, okay.
This is, how am I going to make money to pay my bills? This is, what kind of cheese do I want on my cracker?
Why are you British?
They like cheese. British people think.
What? Now you're just like insulting a whole nation. Good job.
I said they were smart and they think. I wasn't like, British people are so dumb. They don't know what kind of cheese to put on their crackers.
That's the only part that's gonna make it in.
Right.
Is that? Okay. So
Hero or villain?
I am gonna be a hero because I don't like hurting people. And my superpower would be that I emanate an aura of happy. And so that, like, whenever anyone is near me or in the vicinity, then they're always happy. And so then there's no one ever fighting.
Or at least nobody ever fighting with you.
That too. If I could just encompass the whole earth in just, like, a aura of happy and, like, hug the earth, I would do that. But I don't think... It's a superpower, not a super-duper power.
Right.
That would be my superpower. What about you?
I would like to be able to, like, project illusions. That would be really cool. And I would use it for good, but I would also then not use it for evil. But I would be very trickstery. I would be like, I would play jokes on people a lot. And,
yeah, I can see that.
And at least make myself laugh. If not project a aura of happiness, I would at least project an aura of illusion that would make me happy.
All right, I can, okay.
Yeah, I like, certainly as like a younger me.
Yeah.
I would have loved to be, like, what kind of superpower could I have to, rob Fort Knox and, you know.
Oh, so you would, if you were younger, you would have been a villain.
Villain, yes.
Yeah.
Now that I'm older, not so much at all. And
Yeah.
like, I much prefer hanging out here in a comic store and just being happy all the time than necessarily being like, everybody hates me and the police are chasing me, but I'm rich.
But when I was young, I still would have been a hero, except my superpower would be that I could talk to animals and control them. That would have been my superhero, because I was like, I had stuffed animals like all over the place. Like there were stuffed animals that would line the floor. Like I loved animals so much.
I also would really like to be able to hold my breath for like a lot longer than I can. Because
You already can hold your breath for a very long time, fish
I
man.
really love swimming, so if I could hold my breath for like 5 minutes, it would be awesome.
5 minutes? You're
10,
okay.
maybe.
Wow,
5.
that's like a
5 would be a
that's a
long
bad-
time underwater.
that's a bad superpower though. Like some people can actually hold their breath like 3 to 4 minutes.
Yeah, but not doing anything. Like if I
Yeah,
could
no,
be
like deep
underwater
sea-
swimming.
No, like deep
No,
fishing. They do that. Yeah, no,
No,
like clam digging and stuff. Yes, look it up.
I want to be superhero like them.
Oh, like real superhero. Oh, speaking of real super, have you ever seen that show where Stan Lee like finds the people that like have superpowers but
That
they
don't have superpowers,
Yeah, but
so they
they're-
want to have superpowers. That show was awesome.
No, what are you talking about? No. That it's like real life superheroes. But they're not like superheroes like I can fly, but they're superheroes like I can fit into this box. Like
Oh, no, I'm thinking about Stanley's older show.
There's an
where he
older
was-
show?
Where he was like, I want to be a superhero, and everybody came in wearing superhero costumes of the superhero they wanted to be.
What?
And then he was like, okay, everybody's going to zip line down this and bust through a
That's
window and
awesome.
stop a bad guy. And they had to. It was a reality show, and at the end of every week, whoever didn't make the, whatever it was, got kicked off. But it was...
That's awesome.
so
Okay, we need to watch
much
that.
fun.
We need to find it.
Yes.
Because I have not seen that. I didn't even know that. So Stanley's had 2 different
And
show
he wasn't
things?
in it a whole lot, but at the end he was all like, "Hey, true believers, congratulations on making it through the pit of doom or whatever." And they had a secret lair that was like this mansion inside like a warehouse, so you couldn't tell from the outside. But then when you got in, it was all fancy and nice, and they all lived like in this.
That's
their secret
awesome.
So yeah, I think maybe it was only 1 season, maybe 2.
2 seasons?
Maybe 2. Producer over here is telling me 2.
Yeah, that's why I said it. Otherwise, I don't know.
It was a lot of fun show. I
Yeah.
really liked that show.
That's awesome. Now I want to see it. But I liked his other one too that he did though. Like just recently. I guess it
So
was
we
just a
found
few
people
years
that
ago.
actually have like
real life superpowers that can like lift X amount of weight and like yeah.
in my head. All I'm picturing is the guy from Mystery Men who's like, when I concentrate really hard, I can turn invisible, but only when nobody's looking at me.
That's the worst superpower ever.
And they're like, well, how do you know? You've seen yourself? And he's like, no, because I'm visible even when I look at myself. So I just know I'm invisible.
That's the dumbest thing ever.
Oh, it was great. That movie was great. If you have not seen Mystery Man, go see it. Right now.
Okay.
After we're done eating cheese.
Well, I was like on that note. See you later, guys.
Have a good night!
Bye.
Was 79 AD, when we hit the waves. But we needed a beach, and so we took on base. But with the bigger waves, would be really keen. So I said, hey, try out my rocket machine.
Excelsior!
What's our cheese of the week, Colby?
Today's episode was brought to you by Herb and Spice Havarti cheese.
Herb.
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 Yes, H-E-R-B.
Herb.
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 You're saying it weird. Why are you putting so much emphasis on the H?
I know a guy named Herb. His name is H-E-R-B.
Yeah, that's
I
the
don't
guy's
ca-
name. It's
I don't
an
go
Herb.
like, hey, Herb, how's it going?
Yeah, because that's his name. His name is Herb.
Yes.
But it isn't herb.
Screw you, English language.
herb is good.
Yes, herb is good. It wasn't Irby the love bug.
It is tasty cheese. What's the little red stuff?
Herbs.
Oh, herbs.
Have a good night, everybody.